BWKing16 back from our video into alright, so let's tell what I was going to do. But today we're going to be playing some Knightlordian RPG. That's right, the game that we're not playing, but we're going to be showing you guys what's new, what's updated, and stuff like that. And so yeah. But before we get into guys' news channel, like me to do more videos like this, please be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the bell, show me best on this video. And if you guys want to check out this game for yourself, please let me know down below, or please take a look at the link down below, and that's where you can find my game. Anyways, that's up right now. So, Knightlordian RPG is a game I've been updated recently. So, what's the deal? Why haven't updated it recently? Well, there are lots of reasons, but the main reason why is because Roblox was down this weekend, and I didn't do an update this weekend, but I was able to do it on Sunday when Roblox did come back up. But that was update 12. Right now we're looking at update 13. So, though I will admit though I haven't showed you guys update 10, 12. I haven't showed you guys update 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're going to take a look at those updates first before we get into update 13. So let's go to Poor Castle. So this is new too, keep that in mind. We got, so these are dev statues as well. Basically me, creator, contributor, inspiration, and the RPG himself. So yeah, the RPG creator himself. So that's cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my recent game. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna go my update log and see the recent updates we got now. So let's start off update 10. So update 10 was added on October 22nd, 2021, and there's one new area. It's called the Knightland Highlands. It had 3 bosses, 3 swords, and other stuff that I can remember. So yeah, and it also has 3 swords, 3 armors as well. So that's it. Let me show you guys what Highlands is. Basically, this is actually one of the highest top points in the map, one of the highest peaks in the whole game, in the whole map so far, and it's pretty interesting. So let's go. Okay, so as you can tell, it's that. So you got Highland monsters right here. Kill those guys, and basically what you get, and I believe you had to be like 10K to require it stuff. Oh yeah, and there's his signature content. He's the person that made the map himself. Or the person that made this section of the map, the Highlands. So yeah, as you can tell, we got the Highlands monsters, the Elite Highlands monsters, we even got Highlands Giant. So Highlands Giant drops a sword. What's this sword, you might be asking? It's the sacred, no, not sacred, it's the, wait, where is it? It's the timekeeper blade, and it deals a lot of damage. I'm not going to go into detail on how it deals, but just going to show you guys how much. But basically, this timekeeper blade deals 118k to 139k damage. Quite a lot of damage, but not as much as the recent sword we've had. But I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm not gonna show you guys that yet. So next up, you get So that's pretty much it. Next area, I believe you have to be like 20k or something like that, if I'm correct. Not 20k. Not 20k, but I feel like 13k. Okay, 13k. So yeah, 13k, pretty much. So that's that. So we got 13k, and you got armors. You got like the Highlands Guard, you got Highlands Guard, you got the Time Guard as well, armor, that gives you, that's pretty cool too, and there's a boss up here that drops a sword as well, right here, the Highlands Warrior, or the Highland Warrior, or what do you call it, I'm not sure, but it's up against Bez or not, so there's the Highlands Warrior right here, he's quite powerful, he's just a boss himself, so, yep. And he drops the Elite Time Blade, or the Elite Timekeeper Blade, which deals 143k damage to 150k damage, 58k damage. So we're gonna kill this guy real quick with this guest sword to show you guys that it's kind of hard to beat this guy with his sword, So yeah. And then next up, is the Highlands Clock, the Knightland Highlands, the clock tower itself, and we're going to go up there. So it requires 18k, pretty much 17.99k, but I'm estimated to 18k, so get there as well as you can. Next up, and we got these Highlands Timekeeper people. We also got the level as well as the armor. So we also got armor and sword, and also the clock tower. Also, you get credit to the person who made the clock tower, so that's good of him. Good thing he cited sources. Good thing. So those are elite time. Those are the elite keepers, the time keepers in general. Next up, we got the Highlands Time Lord. This is a boss that that's a boss. This is the boss of the whole game, of the whole Highlands Keeper, and he drops this Highland, the Timekeeper Blade of the Ancient Ages. So we're just gonna kick this or slash this guy to death, and he's dead. And he teleports you back down, well, so that you don't have to keep on grinding him. So yeah, more boss fight, and you gotta go again. All right, and that's pretty much the key. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to think what I was trying to say. I was trying to say, oh yeah, that's pretty much about it for the Knightland Highlands. Move on to the next area. The next area is the Knightland Lost Plains, if I'm correct. It was originally going to be foggy in there, but I couldn't figure out, but it was glitching out a bit. It lagged the game so much, so I decided to discard it. And you get ghostly armor, level 333k, or 333k, that gives you 699k. And let's get to it. Alright, so as you can tell, and basically, there's a boss here, right here, so you get the Lost Soul, pretty much. That's a lost. Okay, so basically you got Lost Souls. It's pretty much like a foresty type. It's kind of like a weird jungly slash weird haunted forest type of vibe going on here. So we got some dark Lost Souls, in case y'all want to beat those. And we got the Enraged Lost Soul as well. And last but not least, we got the Enraged Dark Soul. And that's pretty much about it for those. And now it's time for the boss. So I'm just going to show you all the boss real quick. He drops a sword, the Ghostly Lost Sword. So Ghastlioi, the Lost Lord of the Plains, I think. Alright, so that's pretty much him. So it's pretty much just kill this guy with his own sword. See what we get. And basically, he deals quite a bit of damage too. That's for sure. He's on toughest boss I've had recently. So. And that's cool. Also, keep in mind this is update 11, if I'm correct. Yeah, update 11, which is pretty much update 11, which is the Knightland Lost Plains. And there's one new area, 2 new swords, and 1 new boss. So one of them is a rare drop from this guy. So let's just kill this guy real quick. And no, it's not this guy. It's not this sword. It's something else. So here we go. I imagine we got it. No, we didn't get it. Oh well, we didn't get it. All right, next up is so that's pretty much update 11 done. So next up, let's move on to update 12. Update 12 was added this week on Sunday, so that's good. At least we know that's for sure. So the boss was added, or not the boss, but the. So we got what's new with update 12 is that what update 12 brings to the table is, let me go read the update log real quick. Is 2 new areas, 3 new swords, 2 new bosses, and 2 times XP. So its gold event has concluded. Cap is at 1 billion in new music, which I'm not gonna allow onto his video because no, it's copyright. So yeah, not copyright, but I'm not sure it's like that. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, here's so this is Solare Desert, and the temple's right there. So what the desert has in style, and for us was House Warriors. So that's pretty cool. We got House Warriors. We got some weird statue place as well. It's mostly inspired by kind of inspired by the Ancient Temple and Chaos RPG, but not all of it is inspired by it, but most of it is. You can tell from the dust and stuff like that, so that's sure. And we got House Warriors, and we also got the Sandstone Smasher, which basically drops a if I can get it, which basically what it does that it drops a sword. And I'm not I didn't get that sucks. Anyways, what it drops is this Sandstone Smasher, and it also drops this Husk sword as well, so that's pretty cool. I'm actually gonna show you guys updates real quick. So I'm just gonna give me dark. What was it called? I think it was like Ghost. Maybe was it Phantom? I can't remember. It was one of those. Alright, give me a second, guys. I'll be back. I need to figure this out real quick. Alright, it's the Shadow Lost Sword. Shadow Lost Sword is dropped by the bot. Is dropped by what was it? The Shadow Lost Sword is dropped by basically the same boss that drops the Ghostly Lost Sword, but instead of 3.3k damage, it's 900k to 1 million damage. So pretty interesting power, and it's actually quite interesting power and sword when you get it. Though it is oh wow, it's not even outnumbered. This sword, interesting. Anyways, I'm also gonna show you guys this sword as well. The Shadow, not that. What was it? Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what sword is it called. It's called, alright, the Sandstone Smash. The Sandstone Hammer, which is dropped by this guy as well. So it is, so it's pretty much more powerful, I think. Yeah, 1 million to 1.1 million damage, basically. it's for sleeve sword or hammer. So that's pretty much it as well. There he is right here. So he's dead and he respawned. So that's pretty much about it for him. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys. Next, I'm gonna show you guys the let's see here. Next, I'm gonna show you guys the Solare Temple, which is we get this elite Solare armor, and we're also gonna go ahead and start killing some mobs. So we got the elite the Solare Temple Golem. We also got this dead guy right here, so he's passed away. So rest in peace to him. We also got more Solare Temple Golems right here, as we all know. So that's pretty cool, I guess you can say. And also we also have more Solare Temple mobs. So there's the golem once again, and now we're moving on to the elite golems. These golems are pretty powerful as well, as you can tell. So at least Solare Temple Golem is pretty powerful. It's more elite, what you expect. And now we're moved on to the more elite Solare Golem people. All right. And we got, okay, so I'm going to show you guys, so I'm going to show off, so if I'm lucky, it might be like, I'm not sure, but basically, we're going to move on to the boss, which is the Solare Keeper of the Solare Temple. So that's about him, pretty much. Alright, now, next up, we're pretty much going to go ahead and start killing him, and let's see what we get. So, I'm going to use a good style lost source, and he has a bunch of HP, which is pretty much 2.9 million HP, which is pretty powerful. So yeah. And we should kill him. Alright. And he's dead. Alright, that's him. And if I'm correct, oh, darn, I didn't get it yet. Okay. Well, basically what it drops is this scythe pretty much. It's a Solare, it's called Solare Destroyer. And this is what it looks like. And it's pretty powerful. It deals 1.6 million to 1.7 million. And yes, America Little Gamer did get to make the template, but to make scythe since you want me to add the scythe into the game, but I did it with one exception. I retextured the scythe. So here it is. So America Gamer aka Sapphire is one of the people that is in my Discord server, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, the final update, the final part of this update is let's move on to update 13, which is the Knightland Dungeon and XP update. So what this adds into the game is that it basically makes it more easier to grind mobs. In other words, you pretty much get more XP when you grind mobs, like this for example. Okay, so basically what happens is that instead it gives you more XP. So basically, like, it's not like an XP event, but it's more of like, most people have been complaining that at the start of the game that mobs basically, at the start of the game, mobs are like, at the start of the game, mobs are pretty much like, I'm not sure, but basically at the start of the game, mobs are, as you gain as more XP, as more you progress until you get to the, what was it, the Knightland, or not the land, I meant the Valley of the Sacred Elder Blade. I'd say before you get there, all these areas are hard to grind at because they drop XP. They're XP mobs and not level mobs. So basically, I made it more easier to grind mobs there. So there you are. So they even get, some of them go up to like 11,000 instead. So it's pretty interesting to see that. No, I'm not joking at you. Some of them do go to 11,000. And let's get to the best part of the game, or the next update 13, which is. Okay, we already did XP. We're at Code XP update. Let's cover the Knightland Dungeon. Knightland Dungeon is a bit newer than usual. This is my newest added feature to the game. Here it is right here. And as you can tell, we got a couple of these guys. So, for starters, we got the Dungeon Knight. These guys, so like the Knightland Highlands, they have 3 parts, a boss, and much more to offer. Like a maze, pretty much. So, let's just start. I'm just going to kill these guys real quick. Where is it? Okay, Solare Destroyer. So, yeah, it's you pretty much just kill like that pretty much, and yeah, it's the power it has is quite powerful. So yeah, there's a Knight right there. All right, so I'm not in a full level yet, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and have to no-clip myself to show you guys what I can show you since this is an update log, so I might as well show you guys it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and no-clip myself so I can show you guys a complete world. So basically. Alright, so I'm not going to show you everything. So basically, this is the Knightland Dungeon. We got the boss itself. Gonna kill this guy so that we can get the sword itself. Oh, I forgot we got a sword. So that's him, pretty much. The giant Knightland, or the giant dungeon knight. So it's good. Next up, we got the and then you have to go to like low 140k in order to go to Knightland Dungeon Part 2. And what you get from here is the Elite Dungeon Knight armor, which gives you more XP than other stuff. We have Elite Dungeon Knights, which give you more, which also have power stuff as well. can't kill them. I'm not getting levels to them because I can't get them get levels when you're low level, when you're not high enough level to go there. So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much them. And then we got a couple bosses too. Also keep in mind that you can find giant knights pretty much anywhere you see dungeon knights. Not sure, but basically you'll pretty much find Knightland Dungeon or Elite Dungeon Knight. You pretty much find the giant dungeon knights in anywhere like that is like a dead end pretty much. Like this, for example, pretty much. So yeah, and I got the alright, okay. But basically what they also drop too is, if I can show you it. Okay, I can't give it yet. What else okay, yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys what they give you. They give you the basically elite Dungeon Blade. So here's Elite Dungeon Blade. That's what they dropped. That's what these guys dropped. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, I'm gonna move on from here. And yeah, there's also an Easter egg too. You guys want to take a look at that? Or, oh, well, it was an Easter egg somewhere. I just can't remember where it was, but yeah, but it's somewhere in this world. So keep a lookout for that, unless something went wrong. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. But yeah, there's like a weird glitch. There's like a weird Easter egg somewhere. I'll just find it for yourself. Anyways, next up you have to go to Knightland Dungeon, the Forgotten Hall, level 167k, and you have these dungeon guards to deal with, but they have shields. But it doesn't really matter since you can just kill them, and you just kill them, great. And yeah, it's pretty much dungeon knights or dungeon guards, and then you have this boss right here, which is the giant dungeon guard, and you should have, I believe if I'm correct, you should have the Forgotten Dungeon Blade. So there it is, and this is what you get. So Forgotten Dungeon Blade is pretty good, so that's amazing. Anyways, and that deals about 1.7 to 1.1 million damage. Dungeon Blade deals 1.1 to 1.2 million damage. And the Elite Dungeon Blade deals 1.3 to 1.5 million damage. So that's a lot of damage. Alright, now we're going to move on to the boss, which is kind of a mega boss. So be ready for spoilers, but then again, I did warn you guys. Anyways, here is the boss. We got 185k goal levels to beat this mega boss. And basically, what you're agree with is, so basically you have to beat this giant dungeon guard first, and then when you meet it, you're immediately with this, a giant knight, isn't it? And yeah, this is a giant knight. However, though, what makes this guy a bit different than any other boss so far is, well, it has more HP. Yeah, it's pretty much like another boss, but it's a mega boss actually. It's a mega boss, and it has 11 point. You basically have to have 11. It has 11 million damage, so you have to defeat this guy first of all. So it requires you to beat this guy first of all, because you not only that, but a lot of things. There's a reason why you have to beat this guy. He has a rare drop that requires you to that is required throughout the game. That it's pretty required. So yeah, you get the dungeon, but you get the key. But you're supposed to get a key eventually. No, I don't have it, so I don't have enough level. But basically, what we get is a key of the Knightland Fortress, which is coming soon. This is what the key looks like, and basically, it's required for the future game or the future one of the future areas. So, yeah, keep that in mind. So I think that's pretty much it for this update log. So, yeah, I'm pretty much done with there. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like seeing more videos like this, and maybe perhaps want me to make more. Maybe you guys want me to log more updates like this in the future, then please be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the bell so I know that's what I miss you. Here's my post more content in the future. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and this is BWKing16 now. And as always, link to the game will be down below, as well as the recent update log. See you guys around.